Wow. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. There you go. Twitch.tv/weeaboo underscore Ren. Ren. There you go. My story. Okay. I have sold my soul, and now it's time to go to... Where is it? My Twitch on my phone. There you go. Live. A-okay. Didn't mention me going live entirely, though, which is kind of questionable. Funny. Actually curious about something. That's dumb. I think the volume's a bit high. Oh, it wasn't. The game is just naturally loud. I don't know why. Excuse me. Alright. It is time to begin the third Phoenix Wright game. The Ace Attorney trilogy. And I believe the next game after this is going to be the Miles Edgeworth games. If I remember what the order is, I have to look it up again. But we're starting. We're going to start. Time to be a lawyer again. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulation. Yes. Turnabout Memories. Yes. So this is where the game is phenomenally better. How did it get to this point? Why? Why did I do that? That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Oh my god! It's Phoenix! He's the murderer. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I believe in you, Phoenix. 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. April 11th, 9:40 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. Ooh, it's funny time. Kinda nervous. Oh! He's back! Oh, Mr. Grossberg, good morning. Oh, Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know? What are you talking about? I'm relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me, I'm relaxed. Let go of my lapels! You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I'm Marvin Goldsberg. I'm at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. Well, with your earnest request last night. Let me handle this case. You suddenly said it, and quite forcefully, too. I just found out yesterday about the case, I mean. What? And you already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think. Oh, dear. Excuse me. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You'll see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there. That's our client. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I got. Yep, it'll be fine. No prob. Oh, what's wrong? Do you have a cold or something, Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright? Actually, it's Wright. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he says. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I'll save you. Please let go of my shirt. That's right, he's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. But that trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client, and for myself. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The fence is ready, Your Honor. Fuck, it's Mia! Look how hot she is! The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defendant today is Miss Mia Fey, was it? Yes, Your Honor. Fuck, what's in my eye? Oh, the music in this game is fucking good. Yes, Your Honor, is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was the leading defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yo, my eye is annoying me right now. Hold up. I gotta put an eye drop on. Oh! Put it on my right eye, even though it doesn't bother me right now. What the fuck was in my eye? Or what did I touch that's fucking killing my eye? Ah, shit. Ooh! Excuse me. Alright. Honestly, my eye is actually killing me right now. I don't know what the fuck is happening. It's so hot in this room. Hey, the window's already open. Alright. Yes, well. You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? Well, let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Well. Oh my god, what is up with my eye? I rub it once and it's all of a sudden has like this issue. Your boy's crying in the club and he doesn't know why. Ah, my eye. Alright. Can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer. Don't worry, little girl. I will be all over. It will be all over soon. What was that all about? Is he trying to trash talk me? Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of the events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow. He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology. No, is that how you said that? Pharmacology? Pharmacology? I don't know. Sounds like he was a very bright young man. Yes, well, next we have a photo taken at the scene of the crime. Where he died. Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body. And the defendant, who had obviously bungled this his getaway, they then called the police. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. By the way, can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo. Your reputation for Saga City is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that the victim died a rather unusual death. An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Ping? Well, perhaps the defense would like to take this question. Huh? A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up for a bit. I'm a gentleman, if you will. A what? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him that what you're made of. Ah, perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. Please say you know at least this much. I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file. My hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Now, see here. Details of the case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you? Ah, the court record. I think I can see that by pressing the R button. All the weapons we need can be found in the court record. Take a good hard look at the data there and think carefully before you answer, my dear. Proof of my profession, the first and last time I wore it was a year ago. Yep. It's 21 in this one. We have yet to see her. 40 died. Alright. Excuse me. Take a good hard look at the data there and then... Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. I'll do just that. I'm gonna stay calm. I can't let the prosecutor get the better of me. The court record. Okay, let's take a look. I'll press the R button here. Now then, would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death? Cause of death was fatal electric shock. Electrocution. According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution. Electrocution. But how could such a thing happen? Alright. The murder used some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps. The answer to that will become crystal clear as the trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue. What's that? Why, motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant. Bad blood? And what do you mean? Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this. I really don't like this guy's smug attitude. That's Winston Payne for you. He is one smooth operator, if you catch my drift. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know? Alright, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence. Evidence? No need to get all worked up over this. As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record. Find the evidence you need and then shove it into the old gray beard's face. Yes, sir. Into old gray beard's face. Mr. Grossberg. Try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle between profiles and evidence with the R button, so be sure to go over it all. Now then, let's see what you've got. What was the cause of bad blood between Phoenix Wright and the victim? The reason for bad blood between the two of them was this woman here. Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Miss Faye. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story. Ah, he's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright. What, the defendant himself? Well, Miss Faye? It's fine, after all. Mr. Wright is innocent, right? The defense has no objection. Very well. Court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh, yes, my name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now, I guess I'm a suspect. No, he means, what did you do before you were arrested? Oh, achoo. I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of, but I didn't do it. I'm innocent, I tell you. I'm telling you, I was, achoo. Could the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us? It seems the witness has something he wants to say. Well then, Mr. Wright, please tell us about your relation to the victim. Right away, Your Honor. Alright, first one. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. This is the song. This is one of the songs I truly love. Hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Okay. I see. So you hardly knew the victim. Right, like I said, I'm not a killer. Ooh, it looks like the judge understands. You're being naive, you know, too naive. Huh? It seems that you've forgotten one small thing, young lady. And that would be, the witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination. Cross-examination? He's right. And it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if the witness' testimony contains any contradictions. If a witness is lying, the statements will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client. Even if he is your client in your court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now? That there was a lie, a contradiction? Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Faye. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Okay. That's alright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. That's right. I mean, why would I even... But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe? Well, Mr. Wright? No, it wasn't me. I'm not a killer, I swear. Okay. Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is it that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe? Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union jacket on the back of his shirt. Are you certain you saw the Union jacket? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back. Miss Faye, is there some point in the line of questioning? Your Honor, please take take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute. He's wearing a leather jacket. Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body, but if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You'd have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. The bop. The bop is here. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Mia, you made her client cry. Let him. That pee on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. Oh, shit. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. That pee doesn't stand for Phoenix anyways. What does it mean, Mia? Oh, shit. That was an impressive bit of cross-examination. Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that the man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. Did I go too far? By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it? Yeah, I took some, but was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X? Yeah, that's right. It kills cold good. Hey, wait a second. How do you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X? Could you happen to have that medicine with you right now? Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere. He lost it? Does it even have anything to do with the case? Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now? Huh? Your Honor, I'd like you to take a look at another picture from the crime scene. What's this? It's in the victim's hand. It's Cold Killer X. Yes, but even if I got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment, oh, even I got a Cold Killer X in my bottle. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work. There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to, especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it. What? Thinking his murder's intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine, dropped by Mr. Wright and hidden in his hand. His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright. Order in the court. Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence. Very well, the court will accept them into the record. Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken. Broken? Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through it. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this? This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks! My buttocks! My poor hemorrhoids! I forgot Grossberg is so funny in this one. What really happened? The truth is, it went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind the building. We talked for a bit, and then at around 3, we split up. Then later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for at least 2 or 3 days, but I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright, that's completely different from the testimony you gave previously. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth. You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible. Miss Faye, please begin your crime examination. Oh, please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Alright. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45 p.m.? 2:45. Yeah, we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? I keep saying pharmacology. It's pharmacology. Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IBU. An alchemist, I see. I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like he was quite an ambitious young man. What do I do? Maybe I should ask for some more details? I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier, as your testimony, you said something interesting. You said that the department uses strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high voltage cables everywhere. High voltage cables? Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. And then press the 6 signal. On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? You can never be too sure. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Forgot Mia abuses the shit out of Gersberg for this shit. Why did you punch me in the jaw? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. I think that's enough for now. The defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl. However, there is one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor? How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is... you are correct, Your Honor. So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose. Establish a murder method. Your Honor. Yes, Miss Faye? I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died. That would be most impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand that the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence. Of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how do you believe... As for the cause of death, I say this picture captures it quite well. What? Well, there's nothing that there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, what exactly will they do? That. Well, naturally, it's right here. That's... What is that? A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines, pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere. The high voltage cable. Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation. That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, I believe some praise is in order. Don't toy with me, old man. Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant. That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. And irrefutable proof that will establish that Mr. Wright was the murderer. You do? Well, what is it? His fingerprints. Fingerprints? You mean the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medical bottle? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. You mean... Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder. He squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable. Order. That's enough. I think we can conclude that there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Stick a fork in us, we're done. Mr. Grossberg, my hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent. No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor, at this time I'm prepared to render a verdict in this case. Do you have some further to add, Miss Faye? Is that what you want, Mr. Wright? Or is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something... Oh my god. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict. But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be... It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me. Miss Faye. This series looking so funny. No matter what it is you have to say, believe in you and I'll represent you to the very end. We've already established the defendant's guilt. There is no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute, Mr. Wright. I'll tell you what really happened. But I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further... I did it. I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. Hey, let's skip right into this. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your own sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Kia. What you just said. Was that the truth? Yes. I was afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time, I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. It feels like my hemorrhoids are doing the Harlem Shake. Oh, man. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. Kia. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At the moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back. But he was just lying there, dead. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable. He died from the shock, and that, as they say, is that. Simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't have missed that. Miss Faye, let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are you clear on that? Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it. Okay. A loud noise. And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like snap, you know? Come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Ask for more details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important, so try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Aha, could it have been... Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us. When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. He fell right on top of it and it broke. And that was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail. Kind of like the owner. Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now? Well, of course it's important. Is it, Mia? The new information you've been waiting for? Of course it's important? No, this cheap umbrella is more than important, it's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. Haha, perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. As I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. Then I guess I presented on that statement. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on, if I had mentioned that, it would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier. What do you mean by that? Taking a look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. As the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No! Order, the victim, he moved. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want to present it as evidence immediately. But the umbrella could have simply been blown there by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There should be no way it could have been blown there by the wind. But I know this matter of the umbrella, it seems relatively trivial. But as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment. No. No! And a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying. Let me guess, you have another witness. Exactly. And this witness testimony will be incontrovertible. Well, who is the witness? Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly. I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. What? Sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? I think there's a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter into a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Okay. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why. The love of your life? Huh. Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure. No problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway. One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on... As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Fucking learn to read at myself. Oh, here. Take a look at this. She gave this to me on the day we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took off, but before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present. I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, right? Makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how did you know? This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. But murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest into this case. You believe there's some connection between these two cases, am I correct? Hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I could find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving. Guess so. Yours sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. That's a good one. Alright. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecutor calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. I can't believe he actually said that. Oh, now then, witness, could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. Now I'll bash them with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. We may move on now. What is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor's all mine. No, the honor's all mine. Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the points to the yard! How old is this game? Hold up. Hold the fuck up. How old is this game? Oh my god, this shit is so funny. When was it released? 2004. Was it for this English release though? I'm not sure if it was for the English release that was 2004, but this shit is funny. The Harlem Shake and fucking milkshakes bring the points of the yard is in reference to this bullshit. Yo. Sir, there's something I can help you with. You just go on and say whatever is on your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Beanie wouldn't kill anyone, I just know it. Yes, yes. I can see why you say that. She's going to be a tough witness, alright? It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. I've been planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Beanie and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then, suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Beanie noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth. But I would never. There's more than enough witness. That's more than enough witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please just let me proceed with the cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Teehee? You haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey. What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we met before, once. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. Good to see you again, Madam Fey. Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie. What I witnessed. You're saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right? I was watching the whole time. Beanie never did a thing to Dougie. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. What should I do about her testimony just now? Self-contradiction. Okay. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we? What? I would never. Miss Faye, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the fence is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting... Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Miss Swallow's the jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. Nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear a noise of... What? Oh, this is the updated thing. So... Here? Okay, yeah. You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear that noise as well? Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. Ah. May I have a moment to answer? By all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time. Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered? The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all. Wait a minute, Mia, did that testimony just now? She said something that could totally change this whole case. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice she said there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? No, the weird higher pitched one. Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Fucking... I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyways? The entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt. It appears that the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty verdict. I'm heard that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day of that location. What? What's more, I have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is the evidence? The affidavit? What? And who is this affidavit from? Affidavit. The farmer might eat bread a bit in a bit, not gonna lie. It'd be like that. The pharmacology students who were I'm gonna have a fucking meltdown with these words. The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. My nose is like itching. I'm having like issues. Like, stop being annoying. Nose. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that night. Or that day. Was it a blackout? All the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor. You're saying that the equipment lost power because, precisely, they lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m., which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching a severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break. Okay. There's one thing that troubles me. If the cables could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding to the cause of the severed cable, Your Honor? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. The defendant's testimony. He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that the lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline? In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Yes, the prosecution also came to the same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was the impact that caused the cable to break. Well, it makes sense, and then the victim was electrocuted. Sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he wouldn't have been electrocuted by a severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order in the court. The lamentations of my enemy. How I long to hear them. It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be... Oh, okay. Mr. Judge, sir. May I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember. What the? Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time, please, Mr. Judge? Of course, it's all right. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. Is it? She's finally starting to show her true colors. The truth is, Beanie pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Beanie caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted has all occurred in less than a minute. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. That is when the defendant pushed him for the second time. So sorry, Feeney, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Okay. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeney. So that's why you basically lied to the court. I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge. Yes. Would you please forgive little old me? Of course you won't. What did you just call perjury? Oh, come on. Come now. It was just a little old white lie. Well, forget it this time. We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright? Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Not at all. Ho ho ho. Judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. Oh, okay. Two, three, four, five. Okay. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeney likes to take for his cold. Not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point is, Miss Fay? My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered the power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during the 10 minutes interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Duck Swallow. Order, court. What are, There's nonsense, the real murderer. Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? Only one person. There's only one person I wrote this game who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer? Miss Fay, is the defense ready to indict someone as the real killer? It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready. Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Fay. Now then, Miss Fay, let's have it. Who is the real killer? Could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. What? How can I... Ugh. Defendant is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing the whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you. Miss Fay, what I mean, why? Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Ow! How can you say something so mean, Madame Fay? I didn't do anything. Miss Fay, there is a very serious charge for... Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. You What is it? Please. Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Miss Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab the man. Ah! Leave my Dolly alone! That boy. He's gotten himself in way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg. You're back. Seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. Found the police report on the incident in your newspaper clipping. Okay. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You'd better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Now, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, really, Your Honor, I may interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor. Don't you worry, my dear. I have this situation well in hand. Go right ahead. Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Miss Phoenix Wright. I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry, please go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. That notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for my poor little me to bear. I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. Actually, I'll look into the police report real quick. District Courthouse Cafeteria, date time, August 27, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armando, age 28, occupation lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. G. Keep that information in mind, by the way. Eight months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, the same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? What about? But the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could that possibly have to do with this case? The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason. Very well then. The court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on just for a little bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. How I Met My Feeny. Fucking the up-tempo on this song. I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since the fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Rizzo, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court. Now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her. Why is that a statement? Alright. The courthouse reading room, that's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm talking about him. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room? This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you, if this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case, I have to remember the judge is on Dolly's side. I better tread carefully. Keep pressing. Your Honor, if you allow me to some latitude, I think I can establish a relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. Very well. Young lady, I got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room? It pleases Your Honor that the answer is simple. It's simply this. I had come to the courthouse to do some research for the paper I was writing. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? What is the meaning of this cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye? 8 months ago, right here in the very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy? You mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report, and the name is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in the criminal case just 8 months ago. Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't assign my witness with an unreleased case. I, Winston Payne, will not... Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Pardon me, go right ahead. True that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me. Expressed some interest, huh? Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago. I see. Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. Can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. Shut up about your hemorrhoids. Oh my god, Grossberg, you're fucking funny. Met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poisoning that is lethal to at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where I get a poison like that. Got it. So that's what happened about 8 years ago, or 8 months ago, Jesus. However, as you've heard from the witness testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Ah, man, you're glowing with the true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. Two, three, 4, 5. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow? That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology. His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you have access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table, you. No! Order, could it be? May I say something, Madam Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container. Well, yes, that's true. I was searching immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse has turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. Proof? She got me good with that. Provide some evidence or I'll have you to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead. Police conducted a full body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. You're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder. Then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened? What happened to it? You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with this case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. The defendant was this witness' accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. What? But that's... That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? The day that the witness met and fell for Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that wouldn't give her away. What? Are you saying there's deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain that the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. No! What? On behalf of Dahlia, I object! Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this, Mr. Wright. I thought I told you to stay in your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love? I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? What exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is... Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is the bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. My necklace? Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. To make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No, that's a lie. Well... Phoenix Wright is a simp! Mia, are you alright? The defendant, he's getting away. Bailiff, hurry, after him. Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? Looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no! What is it? The bottle necklace! Miss Hawthorne's present! It's gone! What? That's terrible! Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blazes are we supposed to do now? Okay. Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented. In the history of this court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just give back the necklace. I ate it. You what? You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first, but yeah. What the? What? What is he doing? Your Honor, you got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? The bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly, the bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overreactive imagination. So it would seem. No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had enough poison left in it. Either that, or the poison must have lost its potency. Yeah, it's alright, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in the court of law, evidence is everything. Ugh. Okay. Even after I prove so much, is she going to get away with everything? Well, now that your suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up... Mr. Wright! I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? That day I met Doug Swallow. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. Yeah. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, the defendant is Miss Faye. You tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So Dolly stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? You put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before. Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye. You're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this. Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back, therefore, exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill? There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? That's preposterous. After all, it was Duck Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice, I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linked her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right, the bottle necklace, that's all she cared about. But even so, why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of the attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of a bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move that she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time, but there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. Feeny, what a joke you are. Your true colors. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. Miss Hawthorne, it appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine, I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that, but first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Well, hey old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face? Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you? Huh, are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me? This way, Mr. Judge. With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind. But we're not finished. Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. Can't let her get away this time. Stop, Mia. You keep on pushing without any evidence. You could pay the ultimate price as a lure. The ultimate price. You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid. No. You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray. Well, Miss Faye? Oh, she doesn't show her age. If it showed Mia's age right now, I would be like, bro, she's like not even that old. Can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all? Mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point I don't have any evidence that is well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Impossible. You can't possibly... Stupid woman. It is the opinion of the court that there are already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one. If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. I understand, Your Honor. And just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there. Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence. Show this court irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony. I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the incident. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim Doug swallowed that was holding the medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Fortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. On top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was... Sorry, hold up. There you go. Hardly any wonder what that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying the bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago. Yeah, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She gave someone else, she had someone else hold it, in this case, Doug Swallow. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? The stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, sneaking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure inspiration. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne? This cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being. Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge. I'll see you later too, okay? Huh? Why, yes. I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Dolly Hawthorne's a cutie, but fuck. Whew. It's finally all over. I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I'm Winston Payne, and I don't believe one word that the rookie lawyer has said. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes. Would you care to try this cold medicine? What? Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said... There, it's alright, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right? And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer, show the rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? And this is how Payne lost all of his hair. Mr. Payne, about Miss Dolly Hawthorne. Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. Don't lie just to admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. Was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has nothing bearing on this case. Very well. Mr. Payne, this can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true. My dear Dolly. Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring the trial to an end. The court finds that the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, excuse me. This court is adjourned. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius. What? Mr. Grossberg, do you, maybe think you could stop talking about them? That's rather rude. Anyway, and this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. Oh, Mr. Wright. Congratulations. Thanks. You know, I was thinking. Go on. The Dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the Dolly I knew could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something. Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. But, out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Eek, what kind of a company does this guy keep? Right now, I'm starting to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time. I see. Say, Miss Faye. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? That's right. I'm still new at this myself, but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Oh, okay. I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday, maybe even in court. And then Mia becomes his mentor. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. Memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia's gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In the court of law, oh my god. In the court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. That is a story for another day. Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. The end. We got like 2 more stories, and then we get to that what brings it back up shit. This game is so good because it gives you a lot of insights with a lot of lore for this. 1 AM. We're just... Detective, we made it! Ooh. What a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Oh, you said it, pal. It must have been our rock-solid security that's secured it. Would you mind opening the safe to double check? You guys got that code? Remember that. That's gonna be on the test tomorrow. Ah! We've been had! Mask to mask. Salutations. Our front guards, turn on the searchlights. Ha 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 ha. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Maybe I could do like a portion of this. I'll probably do the investigation first, and then we'll continue this next week. All right. Hey, Nick, get a load of this. Hey, you're listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking out about now? Today will be the last time you talk to me like that way, huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time. And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are. Ha, don't be silly. Talking about me and Pearly, of course. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What was this? Some kind of poster? I am. Crane Village, isn't that... That's right. It's our hometown Pearlian mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Haha, very funny. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasure of Crane exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. I first met her 2 years ago. For the death of... yeah. I was working on a case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then. I've been the one who's been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium, and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? This little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. And I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Crane Village is the home of the mysterious Crane channeling technique. Maya here is the daughter of the Crane School of Channeling Master. No, it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright? After Nick, how long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick, I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on it. Lordy Taylor, the city's finest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Wow, this is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fay Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom. Say, Nick, the person in charge of this exhibit is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright, I guess we should go and say hello. Yep, this is the basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. Eek! A monster! You were right! Huh? A monster? Good evening. It's good to see you again. I know you. Haha, nice to see you again too, little miss. Ah, hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. Adrian sure has changed since the last we met. So this is the warehouse, though. I'm gonna have a fucking problem. This is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Mr. Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearls further. Mr. Wright Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. Remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Whew, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibit like this must be very tiring. Well, Lord Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibit hall are worthy of my finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. This basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So, what is with that face she's making? Miss Maya, take a look at next to the door. That's Miss Amy, right? That's the statue of the woman who invented the Korean channeling technique, Amy Faye. The statue is on a loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, they just arrived this morning. What's this creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. That thing is the Korean Shichishido. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Ah, phooey, I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Oh, look, it's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at a restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Ooh, I like the sound of that. Dine. It sounds so fancy. Have a kid's lunch. Pearly, it's a dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Haha. Shall we head upstairs then? The pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibit's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined. That is the very next day, something terrible would happen. Something terrible would happen. Nick, this is terrible. What the? You cleaned the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. We got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on the clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believe it was work of a renowned phantom thief, Mask the Mask. Masqué the Mask? According to the spokesperson, Lordy Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief who only targets rare treasures. Lordy Taylor. Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lordy Taylor? You don't think. Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask the Mask. Our most valuable treasure. The Crane's sacred urn. It was stolen. What? Refresh my memory a little. What's the sacred urn? It's the only most important treasure of the Korean village. That's all. Look, it's right there on this poster. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul, namely the soul of mystic Amy Faye, the founder of the Korean channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Ah, yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought the urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well... there are some things best left unsolved. What do you say, Mr. Nick? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Korean village, Maya's hometown. The sacred urn, and it turned out... Jesus. It turned out to be an important clue in that case. What to do? Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? Mr. Nick, your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how... The village's Mystic Maya. She's the preacher master of the Korean School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. So what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the secret urn back. But I'm not a detective, I'm a lawyer. That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you could find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy anyway? Mask the Mask. Nick, make a note of it. Mask the Mask. There's a star in the middle. There's a star in the middle. She like points at it. Like Phoenix was literally writing mask and then the mask like spaced out. He's like the star. She just points in the middle between it. There's a star in the middle. It was terrible. I was arrested and everything. 1 year ago, the murder of Korean village. Man was killed during one of my spirit channeling. This is what I mean, the key piece of evidence that proves her innocence. Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember, this urn used to say Amy on it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. She put the pieces together wrong, and now, instead of Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed this until now, a whole year later. Can't believe it myself. Alright, let's move along to the entrance hall. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Wait a minute. That voice. Oh no, not him again. It's you, and I'm the one who should be saying that again. Why is that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here anyway? Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Special Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now is a good chance for you to try to remember it, alright? And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah. Good to see you again, too, I guess. What up? Mr. Detective Dick, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name, atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the sacred urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Master Mask. I know about that too, and there's a star in the middle. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys in a way. Crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? You got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime. You mean here, right? Wrong. The urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So why are you guarding the basement warehouse? That guy, it's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head and thinking that he's an ace detective. Ace detective? Master Mask. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Master Mask guy. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Master Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. What? Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Master Mask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his fifth heist. Let me tell you how only Cooperator could have caught him this time. What, then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. Detective. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So what's he like? Well, like I told you, Master Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive all by himself. Yeah, I gotta admit, pal, maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? Calling card. Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's Master Mask's signature emblem, pal. You can say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. That makes sense when you get famous. There are always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. No, thanks, I guess. Wow, I didn't realize she said that. Now I'm like thinking about the future trial we're gonna have. Alright, let's go to the basement warehouse. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me the chills. That's probably because it's air conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know? Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? This fucking guy. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home. Who are you anyway? Shh, silence. Now I see, it's all becoming clear. What do you see? Zebari! The truth has once again been eloquently revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced in their trade. Am I wrong? Yikes, that's scary. How did you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic world would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I'm a traveler above time and space and a swimmer of dreams. What are you talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me. Look at me. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. I'm Maya Fey. Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Why does, the phrase, one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? Alright. Hey, detective. So are you really as famous as you say? Of course, for a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I am Master Ma's arch enemy, and the Ace Detective, look at me. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over the grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other is the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I've been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned to the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Megina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Master Mask. With my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news in the Great People Around Town segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I've retrieved for them, it's not much. Though in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Master Mask. Oh, tell us what you know about Master Mask, and keep it simple, please. Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this door, we were locked in the most glorious battle. I see. Huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? In Lordy Taylor? Naturally. Wherever the mask goes, we will find Atme laying his eloquent traps. Eloquent traps. More like the mask out elegance you and made his beautiful getaway. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. What if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail? Not a crime. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course, after all, I always say that there should be no secret between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. It was 10 days ago that we received Master Master's calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes. You see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. Calling card arrived, right? Yes. So, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse. I waited for him alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous. Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You got a lot of nerve, after all. It was you that let the mask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of the sight of others. Concealed? Precisely. Even the guards on the duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends, is my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could he just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, sir lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. For someone who seriously messed up on his own stakeout, he's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though on one came through, I think that's supposed to say no. That's actually a typo. So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose. That's just not possible. Oh. Master's calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I'm surprised to see you are in possession of such a top secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer and an ace spirit medium and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us. Ever. Well, sir lawyer, I've been told that you two are pursuing this mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure if That's right. We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return then to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights, the Atomy Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights. Well then, sir lawyer, if you excuse me, I have much to do. Look, Luke Atme is one of the funniest and greatest characters in this fucking trilogy. Wait a minute. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay? Alright. Fucking pulling out the banger! Alright. Examine everything, pretty much. That pathetic looking wooden box. Ah! That's the box that had the sacred urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues of the thief's identity on there. I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that box? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? Shit, Phoenix. Iron has always been on its stand on the winding way for Fey Manor. So there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. I was so proud of it. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Master Mask had taken the box too. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, that shit's bent. Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Shichishiro. It's literally seven branch sword in Japanese, or so says Miss Andrews. It's not like me, Phoenix Wright. It's Japanese currently. Oh, it's pretty heavy. One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it sell like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. The sword. Wasn't Mystic Amy holding it last night? Ah. And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect any less from a little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective at me smashed Master Mask with it. Like this. Ah! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head hurt. My hair! Okay, that's there. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer. Oh, I heard of those. It has such a cute name. Looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap that the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Master Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really think I work in these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out a camera data anyway. Guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Okay. The statue of Mystic Amy is so cool. I want a gold statue myself. We could put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright and Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? The statue of Mystic Amy, was this where it was last night? Ah. Oh yeah, it was moved. Pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue was moved on the night of the crime. Amy Page golden statue after the court record. Okay. I believe that's everything we could examine? Yeah. My telephono! Hey Nick, your cell phone's ringing. Alright. Hello, Phoenix Wright here. Oh ho 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 ho. It's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe? What is it? What is it? What's so funny? What the fuck is with the oh ho ho's? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally. This underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective met his match. Yep, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying... You captured Master Mask? Bingo. Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him. Master Mask surrendered. That's great. So, when can we come and pick up the Sacred Urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. What? Something wrong? You think you can swing by the detention center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you, Master Mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon. The detention center, huh? It's not on this fucking list. Hey pal, welcome to the attendance center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep, after all, I got Master Mask. Right, but so where's the ticket earned? Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim, in this case. Huh? Well, I guess I should tell you guys here, what? Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. You know, he's right, Nick. He is? If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. Well, I guess so, in a way. I'm so used to thinking of whoa, my god. I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person, because we're always on murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Please, don't just ignore me! This guy. Who are you? I'm Master Mask. Okay? Hey, Nick. Doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? I'm Ron Delight, the famous Master Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Master Mask. So, you're a Master Mask guy? Yes, you bet. No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes, and sort of no. Do you know what I mean? What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean is that it's not right per se. You see, it's not spelled Master Mask, or Masque the Mask. It's actually Mask Star the Mask. What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much. Don't do that, don't look at me like that! I don't need your pity! And a major crybaby, too. So why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well... I know why, it's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt, and am I right? Priceless treasure, that broken old urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes? What is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Desi? Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back. I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people. Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear what he just said, especially the last part. Mr. Mask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir. I will, I promise. Or maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. Mr. Mask, about the urn. Oh, yes, the urn. Right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually, I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already. Just tell it to us straight. Please, please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. The urn, I lost it. What? Lost it? What did you just say? Did you say you lost it? Yes. No. Maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it. What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it. Like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know? What? You forgot our sacred urn on the train? Wait a minute, you went on the train just like that? No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway. I'm sorry! I just lost it somewhere, I don't know where! This guy's story is more surreal than Dali painting. Are you really sure this creep is Master Mask? Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. So, who is this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that! I guess she must be his wife. I'm sorry, the truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout? Hideout? Mr. Nick, what does it mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I meant to say my secret base. Secret base? Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pepe. 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick, to Massa's hideout. Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Alright. We talked to this boy for a good amount of time. Gonna go to the hideout. You missed, like, a good portion. How do you go from, might eat bread in a bit, not gonna lie, and then you're gone for, like, a good 2 hours? What the fuck? Well, check the place out. No doubt about it, this is Massa's hideout, alright? Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Alright. Huh? Who are you people? Oh, nah, I was lurking. Okay, at least you were lurking. Are you Desi the Light? That's right, I'm Desiree. Ah. Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim. Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you. I was in Overwatch with my friends. It's all good, buddy. I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, you're welcome. Did she really call me Nicky boy? Ron Light. About your husband. Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit. By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at the law office now. Remind me not to watch that channel's news program. As I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me, I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible. Huh? But, are you saying he didn't? Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know... Is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? That's very delight. Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going for full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean? Well, I think that depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type by himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Other ways? Yes, money. Ronnie's incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. I'm shopping, I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. And the other day, it actually happened. His head actually started to spin. Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife. Where does Mr. Delight get all this money from? Ronnie's a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return, tons of it. Security guard. I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us about the night of, about what happened last night? What time did that incident take place again? What time was it again, Maya? Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best flying at night. Flying, you're talking about your motorcycle, right? Yes, anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. Can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi. Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. Oh, Master's profile. Miss Light, you must know, right? About your husband and Master Mask. Master Mask? Oh, of course. Of course I know all about it. There's no O in there. I just kind of just threw that in there. My husband is his biggest fan. Yep, what? Huh? Biggest fan? Yes, Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute. Did you say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is the Master Mask. What? What are you talking about? So when did Ron first become Master Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Master Mask. Huh? But, wait a second. Look around at this room. This place is obviously Master Mask's hideout. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures? But Master Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? She has a point. Mr. the Light isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. the Light isn't Master Mask after all. Hey, can I ask you something, naked boy? What is it? I know it may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had the feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Just like me, for real. Miss Delight. Okay, you got it. Just relax and leave this all to us. Then Desiree's letter. Oh, that's right. Here, this is from your one. Oh, from Desi. Thank you. Okay, letter given to Master Mask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Roddy, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto that letter so hard, the ink is going to be squeezed out. You look so happy. You should write a letter to Missing Maya too, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lawyer? Yes? In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer. Why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims are of this the mask guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it, right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. Not actually, not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading! Oh, please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? Take his case? Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really? You will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him. Well, he may be a thief. But I think there's more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you, Pearls. Can't believe you defend this man, this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever. Wayne. Pearly, wait. It's going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. Guess I might as well start investigating. Maya, where's Pearls? She says she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, okay? Would you? And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case? Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. I think I'm going to cry. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. Ah, Mr. Nick, welcome back. Oh, hey, Pearls. You're back too, I see. I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it. Hey, Pearls. Looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. It just happened. We don't need a flashback. Miss Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick. Please have some of this cake. Yeah, thanks. Pearls. Oh, excuse me. I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. Hey, it's okay. I just cleaned it this morning. Too late. This might be a good time for me to ask about her. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when that murder happened at Korean Village. I still remember when she said to me when we first met. You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Miss Maya's special someone. Hey, Maya. I always thought it was because she was young, but what? Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and me. Huh? There's something you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of like a Korean Village custom, sort of. Pearl seems to love you a lot. Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and, well, because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is... Oh, yeah. She in jail. Remember now, Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me, too. Maya? My mother's gone, too. There are hardly any men in Korean Village. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited. I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago, about how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family. Yeah, you did, and that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right? Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Korean Village kind of revolved around its women. Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Oh. Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father? He's gone. He left the village when she was very young. Boy, that's tough. Yeah, she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. So your mother is still missing. Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is. Maya's mother, Misty Faye, a current master of the Korean channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. But you're sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing. And if your mother doesn't come back, then what? And according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Miss Maya, the master of the Korean technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fae main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office. Yeah, I know, but first I want to talk to Pearls. Mr. Nick? Yeah? I acted like a baby. Pearls, I doubted you even though Miss Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick? Yes? From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. Oh, it's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing. Well, I'm going out now for a little bit. Huh? Where are you going? Maybe small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. So I'm going to show you I can be useful too, by finding some evidence. Hey, wait! Ah, she sure runs fast. Nick, let's back off. Let's back off and give her some room, okay? Yeah. Alright. Main exhibit hall. Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn. Please calm down. What's wrong? It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay. Don't. I know I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. I could make you another urn. Hold on. Just wait, okay? Breathe. Calm down and talk to us. Forgive me. Forgive me. So when did you get the calling card from Master Mask? Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but that detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Atme to help with security. Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know much more about Master Mask than the police. So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived. Well, yes, I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches. So that's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse. Yes, Lori Taylor is very serious about their security measures. It was their way of saying bring it on to any potential thieves. Well, he sure brought it last night, and even left with a nice souvenir. Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called that, this paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway. Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is the pretty important object. Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero. Zero? I paused it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Amy. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Atme. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Coraine. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. So maybe one of them was actually Master Mask in disguise. No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Alright. Then we can just move on to the next person. Uh-oh. Okay. Hello. Well, well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. Well, actually, kind of, shh, silence. Precisely as I expected. What is it? Savari. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct? I think we've already been through this. Ha! So my estimation, it was correct, Savari. How truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? Well, I'm here to talk to you. The night of the crime. You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night. Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my archenemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. I heard you've been after Master Mask since his first death. Yes, my dear. I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Ammonon. I forgot how they truly work, the magnifying glasses, but it's supposed to be like, it stays stuck if you like, kind of like shift it onto it. It's weird. First encountered him in the museum's sacred hall, the crime scene itself. Like the monocles in general. So that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit. Pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lord Taylor and set the perfect trap. You must mean the security camera. But I thought you were watching the area yourself too. So how did Master Mask manage to steal the urn? That's the $1,000,000 question. What is Master Mask's... What is the Mask's modus operandi? Mr. Atme, did you know about the Sacred Urn? I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Master Mask. Sacred Urn? That has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what Master Mask stole this time? I am a hunter, sir. The urn has nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick. Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. The Master's MO. There's something that's kind of bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all about secrets wandering alone in the dark. Well, I was wondering how Master Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know? Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Master Mask. There you go. What the? It's a Psylocke. Psylocke? Hey, Nick. What is this Psylocke thing? Well, your Magatama lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are. What? This Magatama has that kind of power? Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year. Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized family heirloom, but Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with its spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do. This is the woman that's going to take over the Korean channeling school someday. So how do you do it? How do you break the Psylocke thing? Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret. Cool, I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out. Oh boy, in the future, Master still needs to learn about to learn how to be patient.
Take that!
Detective Atme, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Master Mask commit the crime. Well now, I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. I'm not sure why, but the Atme guy is lying through his teeth. I know, I'll show him some proof. Detective Atme, I have here proof that someone went through the door last night.
Take that!
There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in this flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly? Detective Atme, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? If he's hiding it, there must be some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've got just a piece of evidence that should prove it. Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Master Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at the time was because you were unconscious. I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence.
Take that!
Detective Atme. You were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Surely you must be joking. You think that I, Luke Atme, could be knocked unconscious so easily? The sword proves it. That's... Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at the time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by the sword. Well, detective, how about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. I can't deny that there may be small hints of truth in what you say. So you were knocked out when the thieves first clobbered you. Clobber? What an ugly way of saying it, but I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed that thief had entered the warehouse? No, the coward must have wormed his way through somehow, somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Oh, Mr. Hammy should have his poor head examined. You can say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Well, it looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? That Atme is the greatest ace detective in the world. No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be Master Mask. Just one moment, Sir Lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Master Mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh? Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold, this is the photo the dastardly thief taken by the security camera. There he is. That's him. Master Mask. The thief can be none other than the arch criminal Master Mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? Not their master's reasons. So, what did he mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to just dress up and commit these crimes. Or those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. But how would you know about that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Luke Atme. Well, I guess we'd better go take a look, just in case. Wright's like just done with everything. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Nick, remember what Detective Atme said? We just fucking read this. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it. Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. $50,000? This is a blackmail letter. It sure looks like a major clue, alright? Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second. Oh, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Please come on in. I'll make you some coffee. Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice. Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got another guest. Ah! You're... Nick, it's you! And Maya, too! What a fluke! Ah, Larry. Long time no see. What, you know each other? Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, something going on? Something? You mean what I think? I underestimated you, Nick! A gorgeous lady like this, and married, too! Way to go, dude! I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the Butts. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't nice. I was your very first client. We've got quite the storied history, he and I. And what we use to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Hey, come on now, you're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty little thing here. So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm going to go check on my bike. Nice girl, that Desi. So, how have you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I've heard from you. And what's with those clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform from my part-time job. But I can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. Huh? What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you. Women, I don't trust them anymore. Fucking, that is my Instagram handle. No, that's not my Instagram handle. That's gonna be my fucking, my banner on fucking, on Twitter. You got dumped again. Well, you know, Bennifer. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. Well, you know, Bennifer, I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. Bennifer? That was not her name. That was another girl. That's where I met the famous Katie Tom, and my whole life changed. Bennifer, Katie Tom. I never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Katie Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually. Anyways, sounds like you had quite the adventure. Women. They're so. Oh. But you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. So, what are you doing here, anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? You say you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Hang on. Let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick! Isn't that what you're thinking at all? No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Aw, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Miss Delight. So you said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in uniform, you know? Security guard, huh? And that's what the so that's what that uniform is all about. Wallet. So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for the crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning, on the first floor of our company building. That was Mr. Delight's wallet. What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure, here, take a look at this. It's right there in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. See? It's got a serial number on it right there. That's, there's no mistake about it. You said you were working part-time in a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this keycard. So you're sure about this keycard? Yep, that's the keycard we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Denti. It's times like this when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Oh. Hey, Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis. Alexis? What? And that's the truth. Huh? What? Can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't have that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Drawn Delight. Whew! Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack. You idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Who the fuck is Alexis, first of all, too? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I got a part-time job at KB Security. What? Sounds like I should really find out some more about this KB Security company. KB Security is the company that in the blackmail letter. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it. That's where I work. Yeah, in fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away? Yes. Anyway, how far away is this company? Let me see. About 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road anyway. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to the Lord Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. Ron the Light was at KB Security then when the robbery occurred then. Well, and he couldn't have stolen the secret urn. Hey, Nick, your phone. Hello? Is this the right residence? Ah, Pearls, where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordy Taylor to try and find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and I found myself in front of that person's office. That person? Who? The person who doesn't act his age and always says Zavari and when he's excited. Look at me, Ace Detective. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you. Alright, I'm a little scared. Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? The phone call just now. Sounded like a real cutie. No one of your special friends? Say goodbye to Miss Delight for me, would you, Larry? Fucking Phoenix is done. He's like... Okay. Ah! Mr. Nick! Mr. Maya! Hurley! I never thought I'd see the two of you again. That would be very nice. So, is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office? I'll call Mr. Breast. I don't think you want to call Mr. Breast. Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. Mr. Beast. Oh my god. There wasn't a single soul in sight. So, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last? Now you mention it. Examine the bag, okay. That bag. I'm sure it wasn't here before. Looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Hey, Nick. Come on, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's sure. The truth be... and truth be told, I have to admit, I am kind of curious. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out. It's crackhead hours. For you. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. He's here. Hello there. What are you doing, sir lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law of frugality. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you. A gentleman never uses the lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial is Zavadi. Shall we say, the figurative Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime. What the fuck are you saying? Wow, Nick. Wow, Nick, sounds like he's gonna be real exciting. Also, what the fuck did he just say? What's going to happen at the trial tomorrow? That's so dramatic. Do you know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer? Sir Lawyer? I was becoming a lawyer. It was becoming a lawyer in the first place. That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick. Tomorrow will be the day to remember. Look at me, will take the stand. And then Zavadi, my testimony will prove to be the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will unmask you as the thieves' co-conspirators. Conspirators? You're quick on the defense, I see, however. It is not I that is your greatest enemy. It is a far more dangerous threat that you will face during the trial. What are you talking about? So, Laura, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot. Godot? One of the best fucking prosecutors that I fucking love? Then one day I hope to cosplay as? You have taken well, I had like a fucking moment. You have taken a step down to the path of foolishness. So, to try to defend a career criminal who deserves nothing less than a death penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one knows for sure that Mr. Delight really is the mask. My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature. Godot. Who's this Godot person? It's not surprising that a spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the prosecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. Godot, a legend or myth. Men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. Prosecutor Godot. But the best prosecutor in this country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't that right, Nick? It's no surprise that a superior medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. But Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Huh? In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot as the best in the country. And you agree with him? Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Luke Atme of the prosecutor's office. Well, that's good to hear. The prosecution has a fighting chance tomorrow. And Nick, is this Godot really that strong? I seem to remember hearing about someone like that. Not surprising, some people spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. It seems like we're done investigating for the day. So, lawyer. The stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now... is for the dance to begin. I love Luke Atme. He's such a funny character. New prosecutor in Ace Detective and a thief. This will be one tough trial. Alright. To be continued! Literally, that's happening next week. I just wanted to get this part of the trial, like, sorted out. There you go, I was looking for that. Okay. Good session with Phoenix Wright today. We got to play as Mia for like a good trial. The start of everything that's about to collide in the end. What else is added to this? This game, Trials and Tribulations, beautiful. As I'm going through it, I'm just like remembering how like good it was. I was like, oh, this is such a good fucking game for the trilogy. But onto that factor, stream every day. I need more money if you want me to stream every day. Give me $50,000 and we'll talk about it. But yeah, other than that, let's see. What's on the schedule for the coming week? Thursday, Final Fantasy IX is going to be started. Saturday, we're continuing Disgaea. It's becoming a little bit more difficult, but it's because I'm not really grinding and when I really should. Then Saturday, we're going to continue with Phoenix Wright. We're going to continue with the Stolen Turnabout trial, which we have at least, like, we have the trial, then the investigation, then the trial again. So we have one, we're going to go through the trial, we're going to do the investigation and the trial. Then I think I'll end it on, for next week, I'll end it on that portion, and then the week after that, we'll go to the next thing. But yeah. As of right now, though, yep, that's the schedule. Final Fantasy IX, Disgaea, and Phoenix Wright. Trials and Tribulations. But I think it's time to call it a night. And I'll see you guys the upcoming week. But for now, for anyone who's still watching me, I appreciate you. Anyone who's dropped by, appreciate it. As well as us. Yeah, there's like anyone you know who's done shit, who's been here for like a moment. I appreciate it, pretty much. But other than that, I am now calling it a night, and I'll see you guys the coming week. So bye, and Janet.